Hi everybody, what's going on? Ryan Pettit here at Liberty Auto Plaza, and today we are in the 2013 Volkswagen CC 4Motion Executive. So this is really the best of the best when it comes to Volkswagen. This is the most expensive model, and it is loaded. It's the top of the range. So in this video we're going to have a quick look at the interior and just go over some of the features because this car has so many cool options here on the interior. So without further ado, we will get to it. The CC Executive features leather bucket seats in both the front as well as the rear of the car. The rear seats of the car are 60-40 split and feature the center armrest, complete with cup holders and interior storage. The rear seats of the CC Executive feature the same wood grain insert and soft touch leather as the front doors, as well as one-touch power windows, central locking. We have 2 speakers from the Audio premium sound system, climate control, a 12-volt outlet, and 2 reading lamps for the rear seats. We also have seat back pockets, and as I stated earlier, we have the center armrest complete with cup holders as well as interior storage. Now the rear seats are the same sort of leather bucket seats that you find in the front. There is plenty of legroom and headroom, as you can see, despite the sloping roof. They're really comfortable seats, and with the 60-40 split, it makes putting things into the trunk a lot easier. Alright, now the rear seats are really easy to put down. All that it is one lever up on the top, and the seats fold completely flat. Now that's the same for the other 2 seats, and when down you have a very, very respectable trunk space. So now we're up in the front seat of the car, and as we look around we can see that same wood grain insert going all along the dash and doors, coupled with this aluminum finish here on the front. I think it's a really nice combination with the wood grain and the aluminum. I think it works really well with the leather. And it looks really nice here along the gear selector. So over here on the left door sill, you can see that we have power windows, power locks, power mirrors, everything that you'd expect from a Volkswagen CC. Down in here we have our release for the fuel filler cap as well as the trunk. And here we have our automatic headlights. So on the steering wheel, it is leather wrapped. We have controls for our audio as well as our display up there. I'll talk about that in a minute. We also have controls for the Bluetooth calling, so you don't have to be messing around with the display if you want to call somebody over Bluetooth. On the back of the steering wheel, we also have paddle shifters. I'm not a big fan of paddle shifters, but I know that for a lot of people it can make the driving experience a lot more fun. Of course, we have indicators over here on the left and wipers over here on the right, and our cruise control stalk is located just underneath the indicators. So moving on now, let's talk about our display. Really simple to read tachometer and speedometer. We have our fuel gauge and oil temperature there. Really nice setup. We have our 2 indicators right up there, make it really easy to see when you do have your blinkers on. And then we have our little screen there, and that is controlled with these 2 buttons here on the near the right thumb. And so you can go to a bunch of different screens about the vehicle status, outside temperature, the odometer, the trip computer, as well as the tire pressure monitor. So there's a lot of really great heads-up display settings that you can do, your average fuel consumption. So that's a really nice feature. It gives you all the information that you would need about the car right at your fingertips. So let's talk about the audio system now. We have our Audio premium system. There's a speaker there. We already saw the 2 speakers in the back. Got a nice big speaker up there as well as one on the driver door. Now to put music into this car, there are a lot of different ways. Of course, we have our CD player, AM/FM radio. We also have Sirius satellite radio. And if we look here in the center armrest, we have our auxiliary input. We also have our 12-volt outlet down there, so there are any number of ways that you can put your own music into the car, and it sounds really, really nice. The audio system works really, really well. Everything sounds nice and clear, no problem. So up here now we have our analog clock, and this is becoming a more and more popular feature on a lot of these new premium sedans. It's a really nice feature. You also have your digital clock up there, so if you're not a fan of that, no problem. I definitely really like it. I think it looks, it adds sort of a touch of class to the car. So let's talk about our climate control system now. Dual zone, automatic, really, really easy system to use. The passenger and driver's seat are both heated, and that's controlled with these 2. That's a really nice feature to have in winter, and it adds a lot to the already very comfortable seats. So let's go on now. We will talk about the navigation and map settings. And as you'd expect with the Volkswagen system, everything is really easy to use. Right now we actually have our weather display. So you can have the system display the weather, traffic warnings. You can have it in either 2D or 3D mode. And it is just a very simple system to use. You can zoom in and out really easily. and it's very easy to put in a destination and all of that. It's also got this really cool mode where it will just shoot all the way out, give you a really nice perspective of where you are at. So it's got very clearly laid out roads. The system will actually change to night colors at night automatically, so this isn't blinding you when you're driving along. The system is nice and big, so it's really easy to pay attention to what's going on there without having to look really hard at something. I should also mention the SD card input here. What you can do with that is update the navigation settings, but you can also load music onto the car's actual hard drive. What that means is that when you get in the car, you don't even have to plug anything in. You can play music that is already on your car. It's already loaded into the hard drive. You can also play your music over a Bluetooth connection. So if you have your phone paired to the car, you can just hop on in, hit go to media, select Bluetooth, and it will come up with your music. There's no device connected right now because this is a brand new car. So that's a really cool system to use. I'm definitely a big fan of that. So looking down here near the center, we have our DSG gearbox with our Tiptronic mode, so you can change the gears by yourself if you are so inclined. It's a really nice gearbox. DSG is definitely famed around the world for being a very good quick shifting gearbox. We have a button here that actually opens the sunshade in the back, which is a really nice feature on a warm day. We have an electronic parking brake here right next to the gear selector. It's also a really nice feature, so you don't have to, there doesn't have to be much room here for a handbrake. We also have our ESC off and parking sensor button. And the parking sensor is a really nice feature. It helps you out a lot. We also have our rear view camera here. And Volkswagen does this really cool feature where as you turn the wheel, it will actually line up and show you where the car is going to go based on where the wheel is. So that helps a lot when parking. Then over here we have our sensor, so if there's something behind you or in front of you, you can definitely be aware of it really soon. It's a really nice system, makes things a lot easier. So down here in the center we have our two cup holders and these two little triangular sort of spaces that it makes very easy for you to throw your phone, throw your house key, throw whatever you want. Really, really easy to use. And it's just a nice, simple, clean setup. And that's sort of what the whole car is. It's clean, simple. We, of course, have our sunroof here. I'm not sure if you can see from where you are, but we have our sunroof as well as our sunshade. Really, really nice. It's a nice big sunroof, so you can definitely take advantage of that during summer. Of course, we have reading lamps, garage door opener up here on the front vanity mirror. So that's, just, very simple layout up there. We have our rear view mirror, nice and big, and the rear window of this car, because of the sloping roofline, is not great, but the rear view mirror is nice and wide, so you get a really great view of what is behind you. So I think that's going to about cover it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out our YouTube channel for videos on how to pair your phone to your Volkswagen, how to enter navigation destinations. So we really like to make it clear to our customers, how to use the car that they have bought, and show other Volkswagen owners how to use their car. So if there's anything that I missed, if you guys would like to leave a suggestion, a comment, please do so. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. I'd really appreciate it. As I said, check out our YouTube channel. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we will see you next time here at Liberty Auto Play.